Hi everyone. Yes, I am late getting the Divine Masculine reading out for the week. So sorry about that. It's been really heavy energies, like so much is going on. There's been a lot of really personal stuff happening in my life, and I don't really like to project that into the reading. So when I have a lot of personal readings to do, I tend to, of course, put the general readings on the back burner. This week, we're going to look at what the energies are for the Divine Masculine. It's so interesting because the people that I've talked to, the Divine Feminines I've actually talked to this week, have mentioned that their masculines are kind of having some heavy moments. And I've noticed that too. I noticed it before today, but then like today hit. And then I realized that today's the Venus-Pluto conjunction. And that energy is going to hit for a couple of days. Venus and Pluto, when it conjuncts, it's just very heavy. And we have to remember that even like anything that's going to pull at your heartstrings is probably going to be amplified in the next couple of days. So really keep that in mind. I'm going to do this reading as if I was doing it for a Divine Feminine. I know that there are masculines that watch this as well, so I'm not discounting you guys. But the majority of the viewers are Divine Feminines, and they're kind of wanting to know what their Divine Masculines are going through this week or the energies that they are feeling. And I actually feel like there's a lot of healing stuff that's happening with the Divine Masculine. Not just your Divine Masculine, but in general, like the collective masculines are healing a lot. A lot of them have been awakened, and a lot of them are either already awake and coming to some truths, or really just feeling the need to understand things better, understand life better, understand existence, and what the point of it all is, because a lot of times Divine Masculines really live in the 3D world. And when the energies are like this, where feelings are being stirred up in very real ways, Divine Masculines tend to be like, oh my God, like it's kind of a wake-up call. Like life isn't just about working. Life isn't just about trying to keep a nice house or a nice yard or, make sure that I have nice clothes and all this stuff. There's really so much more out there. And sometimes the masculine, awakened or not, they need to get to that point to really start to see that there's really more out there than just, and that's kind of like the channeled message that I was getting before I even turned the camera on, that there's this need to understand what the point is and why, what's the point of living. And I always say, everybody's like, well, what's your purpose? What's the meaning of life? Well, the meaning of life is love. I mean, ultimately, like, we are put here to love, and we forget that. We go through all of this training and programming, and we forget that really, like, the biggest emotion, the most pure emotion of a human is love. And not a lot of people learn that lesson in this lifetime, to love or to be loved. Also, when people ask me what their purpose in life is, it's to learn your lessons, to learn your soul lessons. Because we have missions. There's a difference between a purpose and a mission, right? We have missions where, what am I supposed to do to help humanity? What is it? What is the job that I am supposed to do in this lifetime? That's a mission. But your purpose, your actual life purpose, is to learn the lessons that your soul wants you to learn in this lifetime, right? Okay. So again, if somebody wants to timestamp, does not bother me, but you certainly can. I know a lot of people don't like my chatter in the beginning. I don't really mind. So let's see what the Divine Masculine, what is it that they are learning this week? What is it that they're healing from this week? Just general energies for the Divine Masculine for June 4th to the 10th. So Monday to Sunday. And I know it is Wednesday for some of you, so I really apologize for this being so late. And let me apologize. I know you guys are like, I know already that some people can be like, you don't need to apologize for late readings. I know I don't, but you guys are so good to me. So, okay, last shuffle, and we will grab 2 cards. They want me to grab 2 cards, so rebuild. So this is actually the Tower in the traditional tarot, and release. I believe that, oh my gosh, what is release? I always forget what number 13 is. Somebody needs to tell me that. It'll probably come out. But so this is all about, there are things I feel like that the Divine Masculine is coming to a truth about in their life this week. And they're going to have to open up. I mean, if you look at this guy, his heart, both of these are very focused on the heart chakra. And I do feel like there's this very big release of energy for the Divine Masculine this week in the heart chakra. And this could be a very big awakening time as well, because sometimes Tower moments come in to wake a person up. It is a shakeup. And so whatever it is they've been holding on to or needing to say, let go, do, whatever that is, I do feel there's a sense of release. But there might be a shakeup within all of that. Yeah, heavy, right? I had to take a big sigh. So 10 of Pentacles. They've really been focused on stability a lot lately. The 10 of Pentacles talks about prosperity. The 10 of Pentacles talks about having it all, having the happy home and the happy family and being very grounded. It's very interesting because I feel like the cards are saying that there's going to be a shakeup within that foundation this week, that very grounding foundation that Divine Masculines hold on to so well. The difference between the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine energies are the Divine Feminine is very intuitive, very emotional, very open to her heart chakra and, you know, the intuitive side of herself. And the Divine Masculine is very focused on the 3D and very grounded. And then we have the 2 of Wands. So the 2 of Wands in this deck, typically in a traditional tarot deck, this is about needing to make a decision or making an active decision to go out into the world to change something about your life. This guy in this deck is comfortably stuck. I call it my comfortably stuck card. He has one hand tied to one wand, one foot tied to the other, and he's happily talking to a bird. So he needs to make a decision to move because he can't stay there forever. So they're at a decision point. I feel like they've been at this decision point for a while, but with this Tower energy coming in and this release energy coming in, it's like they're being told, you have to make the decision now. You can't stay here much longer. And then the Queen of Pentacles. So the Divine Feminine, and we also have the Emperor. The Divine Feminine showing up as a very nurturing sign, as a nurturing energy. The Queen of Pentacles is like the mother figure, very nurturing, very loving. And whether you are connected physically in the 3D to your Divine Masculine, I do feel like they still feel that very nurturing energy coming from you. Even though they're still trying to keep control of things, be in charge with the Emperor. It's like they feel this need to release. Sorry, my nose itches so bad. I started this reading, and I know that happens sometimes when I channel, but oh my, it's like ridiculous. Still needing to and wanting to have control over stuff. Still fighting for it. 9 of Wands. And the 8 of Pentacles. And then the World. I do feel a bit of a stubborn nature here. But it's almost like they recognize that something needs to change. They're still really fighting to keep their stability. And I do feel like they're actually kind of fighting to keep the stability. You know, the energy stable within even like a new process, a new beginning. Because I see that there's like this ending to something and then the beginning of something, because obviously behind the tower, there's always that. I mean, that's why this card is called Rebuild, because behind the tower, there is a rebuilding process. And if their world in some way was shook up and they're being kind of, I don't want to say forced to move, because I don't feel like they're moving very fast. If they're being forced to change their ways in some way, there's definitely an ending to a cycle and then a new beginning with the world. Either in a way of thinking or their stability. So let's clarify these real quick. This is the way that I do the personal readings, the twin flame readings. 10 of Pentacles. I'll like do the spread and then clarify each card, which I don't do like in the normal general readings. I do it completely different. So we have the Devil on the 10 of Pentacles. So really working hard, but still feeling very, very chained to something. The Devil is all about karma also. So if they're having to live out some karmic lessons that they've been learning, it's funny because the Tower is right after the Devil in the major in the deck. So yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. Like the energy's so super heavy with the Divine Masculine right now. It's like this really big feeling of needing to clear out a lot of karma. And knowing that they can't really stay there for that much longer. Because this comfortably stuck feeling they have, 10 of Wands, is really starting to be a burden for them. Like, sure, their life is very comfortable. I mean, their 3D life probably looks pretty good. But being stuck in it and being comfortably stuck there has become a burden on them. It's become more work than anything. So, Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups in this deck to me is a reunion card, or being in union. I know a lot of people talk about it being a third-party situation. Sorry, my nose is itching again. Third-party situation, but and that very well could be the case. But I actually feel like this is, very possible, and this may not resonate with everybody. Remember, please, please, please remember that if this does not resonate with you in this way, don't let it trigger you. Like if this isn't resonating with you up until now, please don't let this trigger you. But I do feel like there's a want to be in union with the Divine Feminine. And it's like they're really feeling the nurturing side of what the Divine Feminine has been sending, like the energy the Divine Feminine has been sending. So really thinking about it, wanting to be in union, wanting to have those celebrations, and no longer having to be stuck in a 3D world that is not resonating with them, that has become a burden to them. The Emperor, though, they're still holding on. It's so funny because the masculine can be very stubborn sometimes in that the pride will get in the way. The pride will get in the way. And we have Temperance. So a needing to balance out their heart and their mind. Seriously. So a needing to balance out their heart and the mind. And no longer have the very prideful, I'm in charge, things go my way, it's my way or the highway. kind of thing. So they might be learning a lot of patience and balance and needing to heal, like I said, from some of the things that have been happening in their life. 9 of Wands. Yeah, it's really super heavy this week. So weird because I want to be like all upbeat and optimistic like I always am. But I feel like they're going through a lot of stuff. So they're still fighting to have that stability. And of course it's really heavy because my nose just will not let up already. I was perfectly fine before I started doing the reading. Like my allergies aren't bothering me or anything. Like I was perfectly fine. So the Ace of Pentacles on the 9 of Wands, they are definitely fighting for their stability. They're needing to have that. It's almost like they know that they won't be able to get out of this fight or this struggle until they have it. You know, it's like once I have enough, then I can be happy. Or once I get this, then I can be happy. And oftentimes we think that we can't be happy until we have everything locked into place and everything is good to go. The problem is that's not always true. Sometimes you have to pull yourself out of it. And I do feel like because the things are kind of shaken up a little bit this week, they could just be very focused on work also. But I almost feel like they're doing it in a very toxic way. Like they're kind of drowning their emotions. They're using work as an antidote to their feelings. And, which I feel like a lot of men are actually taught that, you know, like don't show your emotions, just work really hard and take care of everybody, but don't show your emotions. But then they have this divine feminine over here saying, no, it's okay. Like I'm going to send you loving energy, whether you like it or not. So on the 8 of Pentacles, we have the 8 of Swords. So questioning for sure, being up in your mind and questioning, being up in their mind and questioning, where is my stability? Where do I want to build my stable ground? Because they're not feeling it. The divine masculine is not feeling that stability right now. They're trying really, really hard to, but it's more of a prison. It's more of an imprisonment. That's the heavy feeling I'm getting. I feel like I'm in prison right now, you know, or like I'm locked down so hard, and needing to release, you know, and needing to like really be able to let go of the heavy, of all of the heavy. And it's not even emotional heaviness, because there aren't any cups here except for the 3 of Cups, the wanting to be in union with the divine feminine, who they do feel is a very nurturing, loving energy coming towards them. But, I mean, the feeling of imprisonment, the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Wands and the Devil, like all of that makes me feel very, very locked in, very chained down. And then the World, wanting to have a new beginning, knowing that there is a part of them that is ending, a part of them they're recognizing, a part of them is crumbling. Because I don't feel like the Tower is really something that's happening. It could be happening externally, but I think a lot of it has to do with emotional unrest, unease as well, because of the Release card. So the World, yeah, wanting to start fresh with the Page of Pentacles, wanting to take a new direction, maybe not feeling like they're ready to, or like they have enough to do it quite yet. But they know that it's there on the horizon. It's like lingering. It's ready. Really, really wants to. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant and the 2 of Cups and the 8 of Wands and the 4 of Cups and the Star. Some of you, don't let this trigger you, some of you will get communication from the Divine Masculine this week. Some of you might get communication and then the Divine Masculine will possibly pull back because of healing and chaos in their environment. They're needing to have a lot of strength because of this chaos. Something is going on around them. and they're just trying to hold on right now. But with the Hierophant, the Two of Cups, and the Eight of Wands, I feel like there's some kind of traditional communication for some divine masculines happening this week regarding how they feel, the Two of Cups. I think that some divine masculines are fully aware of how they feel, and some will be communicating that. Not all of them. Some, it might be, it's that they know they want to go in the direction of the divine feminine, but they still, you know, I did say that there weren't a lot of cups that came out, and then all of a sudden, the bottom of the deck, there's cups here, because then we have the Four of Cups and the Star. So you may hear from the divine masculine, and then they may pull back again towards the end of the week, or, you know, they could be doing this now. I feel like there's a need for healing in their life because of whatever tower moment they had this week. So I feel that patience is needed. And it's so funny because often when I do readings, you know, we talk about, when I do personal readings, we talk about how patience is very needed when you are on a soulmate, twin flame, divine partnership journey. And like patience is just very, very necessary. And then we have strength and the Five of Wands. So they're having to build a lot of strength, and I feel like there's a lot of resolve that they need this week. All right. So I hope this helped everyone. And a couple of announcements really quick. My tour workshop dates, July 20th. Everything, all of the ticket links are below, below this video. So we have July 20th, I will be in New York City. July 27th, I will be in Boston. I believe that I will be in Austin, Texas, August 20th. That is not for sure. I don't have the link for that yet, but stay tuned. And then I will be in Atlanta, Georgia on August 27th for sure. All of those links are either on my website, fearlessintuition.net, or you can click on the link, the box below. Also, I did make an announcement video, but I am doing limited personal video recorded readings. I have a limited number of readings left that I will do up through the middle of July. If you get them now, I am scheduling for the last week in June and for the first 2 weeks in July. That's how far I'd have to schedule. One of the biggest reasons why I'm doing this is because just the evolution of where I know I'm going and what I'm supposed to be doing for my future of this, the healing and teaching that I'm supposed to be doing. The readings are really becoming a lot of work for me to do on top of everything else. And so I had to make a very difficult decision to only do readings I'll do FaceTime readings. Everything's going to be very limited. So I will only release a certain amount. And right now there's a very limited amount, and I'm going to schedule to July 15th, and that's it. I'm not scheduling after that. So once they're gone for the rest of the summer, because I will be traveling a lot. And really this is a lot to do with making sure that my energy stays very even. And because I have had a lot of things going on. And also because I don't want to give you guys mediocre work. Like, that's not something that I wish upon anybody. So that's why I schedule readings. So, you know, that's why I'm so booked so far out, because I keep my prices very low. And anyway, I try not to overbook myself. So, okay, I will stop talking again. Fearlessintuition.net. And all of the readings, the video recorded readings, are on special. So make sure that you get those before they're gone. I am scheduling FaceTime readings as well. And I will be doing in-person readings. I have not released those times yet for the events that I'll be doing. I'll be doing in-person readings for those weekends. And I will let everybody know closer to time. So I love you guys. I hope you have a really great week. And I'll see you for the second half of the general readings. Bye.